So will I get the recording video to me?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
So what you can
That's
do is
fine.
like I'll help you to download an app.
Okay.
Okay, so you can access the recording via mobile app, or else you can access the recording via web app also. Both.
Okay. Okay. That would be
I'll
good. Okay,
upload
fine.
and then like mostly like today, like once we complete the class, like I'll upload and
Okay.
then tomorrow I'll help you how to set up, how to like register and access the recording.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so now let us start with the introduction.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'll start with a question.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you mean by networking? I want you to understand the answers for these three questions.
Network. It will be some sort of signal.
Yeah. So what is
Yeah.
networking? Networking is something connection between devices,
Okay.
right? So it can be PCs, or it can be mobile phones,
Mm-hmm.
or it can be tablets, right? Or it
Mm-hmm.
can be any handheld devices.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
these devices, in the terminology of networking, we will call
Mm-hmm.
endpoints or end devices
Okay.
or nodes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, these are the terminologies that we use for these devices.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so when if for example like next day if I'm explaining about like connection between two PCs, if I'm telling you
Mm-hmm.
nodes, then you have to understand that there is a
Sorry,
okay.
I'm getting some disturbance. Maybe because of the wind or something. Because of the mic, I don't know.
Yeah, is it okay now?
Yeah.
No,
Fine.
now it's okay, right? Okay, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So this node. So
Mm-hmm.
what is networking? Connection between nodes is what networking is.
Okay.
Okay. Now, why networking is required? See, networking came into existence when I couldn't transfer data from one point of one device to another device.
Okay.
Okay, so that is like for example, I had large volume of data.
Okay.
So if my data is of 700 MB, so
Okay.
what I can do, I can just burn it in a CD and I can just transfer.
Okay.
If my data is of 1 GB, or if
Mm-hmm.
my data is of 10 GB, or if my data
Okay.
is of 1 TB, then no problem.
Mm-hmm.
I can use my USB drives to connect, copy the data and transfer the data from one place to another place. But what if the
Okay.
data is more than this, higher than this? So I have data of 5 TB. I cannot go and
Okay.
purchase a USB drive of 5 TB, right? It will be very
Yes.
costly,
Yes. It is costly.
right?
The next
So
time you
that
might
is
be
the
my.
reason. Yeah, maintenance will also be difficult.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Correct. So that is the reason we came into something called as networking.
Okay.
So when do you need networking? Whenever you have to transfer large amount of data,
Mm-hmm.
right? Then whenever you want to have security control,
Okay.
okay, at those point of times we need this networking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so large amount of data and security.
Okay.
Okay, so now how this term networking evolved? The word networking was first introduced by an organization called Novel Network.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this was the organization who introduced the terminology called networking. Okay, when this company introduced the terminology networking, they
Mm-hmm.
believed that two computers can be connected with the help of a cable. Two
Okay.
computers can be connected with the help of a cable, If these two computers wants to share data between themselves, then
Okay.
both of these computers should have same language.
Mhm.
See, for example, I know English, you also know English, so we both can
Okay.
talk to each other.
Yeah.
Correct? Now, for example,
Yeah.
if I can speak Chinese and if you do not know Chinese, right, then there is no
Yeah.
means of communication between us, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So this novel, when they introduced this networking at the age of 1930s, okay, at those time, what they believed is these two computers, if they have a same language, then they can transfer data between themselves.
Okay.
If they do not be into same language, if they do not speak same language, then they cannot communicate. What is language? Language in the sense you can say like software.
Okay.
For example, if this computer is of Windows XP, this computer should also be Windows XP. If this computer is Linux and if this computer is Windows XP, they both will not communicate.
Okay.
Okay, that is what this novel believed. Okay, after some point of time, what happened? An organization called IBM came into existence. Okay, when this company came into existence, what they did is between these two computers, they introduced another component called MUX. Okay, MUX is nothing but multiplexer. Multiplexer.
Multiplexer. Okay.
Multiplexer. What is this? This is,
Okay.
for example, you can think this in the form of a translator.
Okay.
So now, for example, I can speak English and you cannot understand English.
Yeah.
So you can understand only Telugu.
Yeah.
Then what happens? We both will have a common friend of us who can understand both English and Telugu.
Okay.
So he will translate for us, correct?
Yeah, exactly.
So this translator was introduced by IBM.
Okay. So it converts the signal into.
Yes, this translator will convert this signal into this and this signal into this.
Okay.
Okay, so after some point of time, this IBM, they themselves, what they did is, instead of having a separate hardware device, they converted this hardware into a piece of software. So that software was installed in this machine also, and that software is installed in this machine also.
Okay.
Okay, this piece of software is called as TCP IP shield. This piece of software is called as TCP IP shield.
Okay.
Okay. So this software is installed in each and every machine. So nowadays, like if you take any device which can do networking, which can connect to internet. See, for example, you have TVs, smart TVs, which can connect to internet, right?
Yeah.
You have fridge, you have washing machine, right? So you have laptops,
Yeah.
you have computers. Anything that connects to internet will be having this TCP IP software installed into it. So this software is one of the one single stop for enabling the network connection.
So TCP is a chip or a software?
It is a software.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay. So now, for example, if you go to if you go to Windows, like let me go to my Windows.
Okay.
Now, if you log into any Windows, right, and if you go to your network properties, right? So here you have something called as install, right?
Okay.
Now these are the three, softwares that needs to be installed for TCP/IP.
Okay. Okay.
This will help you to install TCP/IP. Without this, TCP/IP will not work. You need this for enabling TCP/IP.
Okay.
Okay. So you do not want to worry. Nowadays, every computer, it comes with TCP/IP installed only. It's already been installed. First time when you install your operating system, that will be installed by default. You do not want to manually install these things. That is not required.
Okay.
It will be automatically installed. You never want to worry about it. Okay. Now, what is this TCP/IP? TCP/IP is nothing but it is a piece of a software, okay, which helps to send a data packet to a device or receive a data packet when the device when it is coming back. So this helps you to send and receive packets, send and receive data. Okay, so this TCP/IP suite will contain protocols. It will contain protocols. What is a protocol, Gautam?
Set of rules or something like that.
Set of rules, correct? So, for example, if I'm going to
set of
my
standards.
office,
Okay.
Yeah, if I'm going to my office, then I'll be following some set of rules, right? Right. So I have to follow a procedure. I should swipe in at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Right. So I will be always wearing a formal dress. Right. So I'll not go with a casual.
Yeah.
Right? So I'll be either wearing a formal or I'll be wearing a business casual. Correct. So I'll be having breaks at some point of time only. I cannot take breaks whenever I want. So I follow a procedure. Correct. So same way, this network devices, this PCs also, they follow a procedure.
Okay.
Okay. So when they follow the procedure is what protocols are. You can say the definition of the procedure is what protocols are. Okay. Now, so in networking, there are many methods of performing this networking. There are various, there is no proper rule, or there is no proper specification given by anyone that you should build networking like this. There is no specifications like that. Everybody, they have created their own architecture. They have created their own networking connections based on their own requirements. Okay. So what happens is, due to this confusion, troubleshooting will be very, very difficult. See, for example, I'm having I'll be having a different requirement. I'll be having some 1,000 computers with me. So I'll follow my own architecture, which will be suitable for me, and I'll create a network.
Yeah.
And tomorrow, if someone wants to work with my network, then what happens? It becomes difficult for them to understand.
Difficult for him. Yes.
So what happens is, due to this confusion that exists on networking architectures, right?
Okay.
So our IBM and other organizations, what they did is, they actually gave us a model. So model is nothing but a theory. Okay. So what is the use of this model? This model will help us to understand how a packet moves from one device to the other device.
Okay.
Okay, so for example, I have two PCs A and B. Now I'm sending a packet from A to B. So if the packet moves, how it is going to move? What are all the different steps the packet takes to move from source to destination? Right? What it especially does to move the packet from source to destination. All these things are explained in this model. So model is nothing but the theory.
Okay.
Okay. So with this model, you can understand how networking works, or you can understand what happens when a packet is moving from one device to another device, and you can also understand what are all the different steps to troubleshoot if in case of an issue happens. Okay.
Okay.
See, for example, I am telling you my internet is not working.
Okay.
How will you check? You will follow a step-by-step procedure to check, right?
Yeah.
So that step-by-step procedure is given by this model.
Okay. Okay.
Right? This model is everything. Without this model, we will not be able to identify, or we will not be able to understand what exactly this networking is.
Okay.
So this model is very, very important for us to understand. Okay, we can say like, till CCIE level, if you understand this properly, then till CCIE level, it is very, very easy for you to understand what exactly it is.
Okay.
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 There are actually two models that this network engineers gave to us, this companies gave to us. One is called TCP IP model.
Okay.
This was given by the organization called DoD. This was the organization. DoD is the organization. DoD stands for Department of Defense.
Okay.
This is one model. And the second model is called as OSI. OSI model. This was given by the organization called ISO.
International Standards Organization.
No, International Organization of Standards. International Organization of Standards. Okay. So these are all the two models that our networking companies gave to us. Okay. Hello. Hello. Gautam, are you there? Gautam, I think you are on mute.
Yeah. Sorry, there's some network issue in my phone actually.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I'm using a signal booster. Sometimes it works. Sometimes.
Oh, okay. No problem.
I'm sorry.
These are all the two models that our network companies gave to us.
So DoD belongs to India, Department of Defense.
No. Department of Defense is actually an US organization, US based organization.
Okay, US based. Okay.
Okay, and ISO is not of, it is international standard.
Yeah, it provides some certificates as for 12,000 or 14,000.
Correct. 12,000, 14,000, 9,001.
9,000, 18,000. Yeah.
This has different products like this. Our food products, FSSAI, our food products, everything is comes under ISO only.
Okay.
This TCP IP model, actually, they have 4 layers. And this OSI model, they have 7 layers. Let me tell you what layers are. See, layers are nothing but steps.
Okay.
See, now for example, I have a data in the form of current. Now the data has to be converted into readable text. So I should do some, I should forward, I should move to some steps, right? The steps are what this
Okay.
layers are.
Okay.
Layers mean steps. Okay. So this, in this TCP/IP model, it was believed that when data moves from layer 1 to layer 4, the data
Okay.
will become into a readable format.
Okay.
Okay. In OSI, it was believed that the data, when it moves from layer 1 to 7, it will become into a readable format.
Okay.
Okay. The way of explanation was a little bit difficult.
Sure.
Okay. In TCP/IP model, what happened is, see, sometimes when the data moves from one place to another place, okay, sometimes, data, like, what happens is, like, there will be some point of distortion, or there will be some point of loss. Something might happen, right?
Okay. Okay.
See, for example, now I'm playing a video from Netflix. Okay. My
Okay.
TV screen is, now my TV screen is around like 40 inches. Okay, and there is one
Okay.
black dot in the top of the screen. Okay, or I'm
Okay.
not hearing, I'm not able to see the image perfectly. The image is slightly, like, the image is
Okay.
slightly distorting, or the image is not feeling
Okay.
like, better. Like those type of errors.
Okay.
What happened is, it was not explained in this TCP/IP model.
Okay.
Okay, so that was not explained in this TCP model. But in OSI, what happened is, they explained all the kind of errors.
So both are theories.
Both are
Whatever
theories.
you're saying is just.
Yeah, both are theories. There is no practical. I cannot show you this practically, but you can compare.
Okay.
But you can compare. You can relate. You can relate this with the practical understanding. But I cannot directly demonstrate this OSI model to you.
Okay.
Everything, but everything which we are going to learn from tomorrow is of OSI model only. Till CCNA level, till CCIE level, till whatever level you want. Right. So any component, like it can be Extreme, or it can be Juniper, or it can be SonicWall, or it can be Fortinet, or it can be Checkpoint. Any device in the world will work with, will not work without this OSI model.
Okay. So the current in the current generation, we are running, we're using only OSI, not TCP.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, correct. We are using only OSI. What is the reason? The reason is the errors.
Okay. Okay.
Sometimes now we are connected via Zoom.
Okay.
In my side, my internet may be around like 10 Mbps speed.
Okay.
In your side, your internet may be of 20 Mbps speed.
Okay. Okay.
But sometimes what happens is, due to some internet failures, some of the text that I'm saying to you will not be audible.
Okay.
So why that is happening? Because of some distortion losses that happens inside the devices.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So those things are explained in OSI model.
Okay.
Okay. So there are 7 layers in OSI. I'll write it one by one. Gautam, this is very, very important. Okay. So it is not only important for your certification, it is also important for your job interviews as well.
Okay.
So any job interview without OSI model, they will not hire you. Okay. So they will check the knowledge of OSI model first. Because if your OSI understanding of OSI model is perfect, then it means you will be knowing around 10% of or 20% of networking very clearly. Okay. So now I said there are 7 layers, correct?
Okay.
So this layers start from 1 to 7.
Okay.
Always the lower layer is called as 1, the one in the bottom. So the layer 1 is called as physical.
Okay.
Right. The layer 2 is data link. Layer 3 is network. Layer 4 is transport. Layer 5 is session. presentation and application. Layer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay.
Okay.
So it is like all people seems to need data presentation. This is a mnemonic. Okay. A for application, P for presentation, S for session, T for transport, N for network, D for data link, and P for physical.
Okay.
Okay. So now the data, what happens is, now, for example, I have two computers with me.
Okay.
Computer A is connected to computer B.
Okay.
How it is connected? For example, it is connected with the cable.
Okay.
Now this computer will be having layers starting from application layer to physical layer. And this computer will also be having layers starting from application layer to physical layer.
Okay.
Okay. Now how the data moves? The data from the application layer moves to the physical layer. Okay. Then it travels onto the physical layer. Then it reaches to the application layer.
Okay.
Okay. This is how the data moves.
Okay. Okay.
This is this flow. Okay. So this
Okay.
movement from application to physical is called as decapsulation. Decapsulation. Okay.
Okay.
The movement from physical layer to application layer is called as encapsulation. Encapsulation. Okay. So this is actually the process.
Okay. Okay.
Now what we will do is we will start this side.
Okay.
So we will assume that we are in device B. Okay. Now we are in device B. We are receiving the data in physical layer, and then we are going to process that data, and then we are going to read that data. We'll see what happens. Okay. In each and every layer, we are going to learn some things. What are we going to learn? We are going to learn the function of that layer.
Okay.
Okay. And we are going to learn the unit of data in that layer.
Okay.
And then we are also going to learn the devices that is part of that layer.
Okay.
You can say like function or responsibility or unit of data or devices.
Okay.
Right? Gautam, hope you are able to follow me. Am I a little bit fast or slow?
No.
The
I'm
speed is
okay
okay,
with
right?
you. Okay. Okay. There's no problem.
No. Starting with the physical layer.
Okay.
So physical layer, you know, this is layer 1, correct?
Okay.
This is the first layer. So what that physical layer does? So now physical layer receives the data in the form of analog signal.
Okay.
Receives the data in the form of analog signal. Then it converts this data into form of bits. That is zeros and ones. Okay, zeros and ones.
Okay.
So this is how this is the responsibility of this physical layer.
Okay.
Receives data in analog signal form, and then it will convert the data into bits.
Okay.
So this is nothing but an analog to digital converter, or else digital to analog converter.
Okay.
That is what physical layer is.
Okay.
Okay. Now, which converts this? So, for example, your NIC card, network interface card.
Okay.
in your laptop, the place where you will plug your RJ45 cable.
Okay. Okay.
So that is your network interface card.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Just like
nowadays we
Ethernet
don't.
cable.
Yeah. You'll connect that net cable, right?
Yes. Yes.
That port, the port that you have.
Ethernet port.
Ethernet port. That is called as
Yeah.
network interface card.
Okay.
Okay, so that network interface card is the one which is converting your analog signal to bits or bits into analog signal.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so this conversion happens on your physical layer. Now,
Okay.
what is the unit of data? Data unit is which. So now, for example,
Okay.
if I'm asking you what is the distance from Coimbatore to Chennai, how will you
In
tell
terms of
that?
kilometers, or
Yeah, in
miles.
terms of kilometers, you will explain, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
likewise, bits is nothing but the data, the unit of the data.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So now the data is form of bits here.
Okay.
Okay. Now in physical layer, the data is in form of bits. Now from your physical layer, so for example, if this is your physical layer, from your physical layer, the data will come to data link layer. The data will come to data link layer. Okay, so data link layer is your layer 2, correct?
Yeah.
That is your layer 2.
Layer 2.
So this data link layer, what happens in this data link layer, there are two sublayers. So in bottom you have your physical layer, in top you have your network layer. So this is your data link layer. Okay.
Okay.
So here you have something called as MAC and you have something called as LLC.
Okay.
What is this MAC? MAC is called as media access control.
Okay.
And LLC means logical link control.
Okay.
Media access control and logical link.
Mm-hmm.
So what is this media access control? This media access control is nothing but an address.
Okay.
Now Gaurav, what is mean by an address in general terms? General terms.
Mm,
So now, for
like landmark
example,
or something for
your house
identification.
will have, correct. It's for identification,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So now, for example, if someone wants to identify me,
Okay.
right? So I will be having
Yeah.
two addresses,
Okay.
right? One is I'm a male,
Okay.
right? This is my physical address,
Okay.
correct? And my
Mm-hmm.
name is the logical address, correct?
I didn't get to come again.
Male is the physical address, right?
Male.
And male, male, female,
Okay.
male.
Okay. Okay. Male. Okay. Fine. Okay. Yeah.
Female and male. So male is the
Okay.
physical address given to us, plus
Yeah.
Vijay and Gautam is actually the logical address given to us.
Okay. I got
Right?
it. Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
can someone change our gender? It is not possible, right?
Not possible.
It is not possible. So
Yeah.
we are males only. Our gender cannot be
Yeah.
changed.
Yes.
Correct. So can someone change our logical address?
Possible.
It is possible, right? So if tomorrow
Yeah.
if I want to change my name, I can go ahead and change it. Correct?
Yeah. Yes.
So this MAC addresses are nothing but
Mm-hmm.
the physical address for a computer.
Okay.
This MAC address is a physical address. It cannot be changed.
Okay.
So So how do I find the MAC address of a computer? It is when you go into a command prompt.
Okay.
Okay, you can do it in your system otherwise.
Okay.
In my Mac also, I'll show you. In Mac, it will be something different. See, this is the MAC address.
Okay, MAC address. Okay.
Okay, so now, so there is one tool, Gautam. This tool you are seeing it here, right?
Okay.
Wireshark, right?
Yeah,
This is actually it is called as a packet sniffer. Okay, sniffer means it will
Packet
capture
sniffer.
all the sniffer. Yes, sniffer. It will capture all the packets that are moving out of your network interface card and it will display it to you.
Okay.
Okay, it is like a packet capturing tool. Okay, so now for example, if I'm running a Wireshark, what happens is, see, it is capturing all the packets. It is capturing all the packets it is capturing. See, these are the packets that are flowing between my PC and this device. Okay. Now, if I see one packet, see, it is written over here. The source is VMware. The destination is Tenda.tech.
Okay.
In Tenda.tech, you can see here it is written as 0495E6 9E0C038. You can see here. Correct? You're seeing it over here, right? So this is what your MAC address is. Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Suddenly, I didn't hear from you.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah. There's just
small network issue, right? Yeah, that happens.
Yeah, please carry.
Okay. So this Tenda.tech is nothing but your MAC address. 0495 is your MAC address. Okay. Now, what I'll do is I'll install this Wireshark in my computer. So you can also download and install it in your device. This is very useful tool actually. Wireshark, yeah. There are very much to learn in this actually. Okay, so let me tell you, MAC address is nothing but your physical address. You cannot change the MAC address. So who has this MAC address?
Yeah, okay.
Actually, your network interface card will be having the MAC address. Okay, so now in my laptop, the laptop that I'm using is a Mac device. Okay, it is a MacBook Air.
Okay.
Okay. Now,
Okay.
in my Mac, there is only one network interface card, which is Wi-Fi.
Mhm.
Okay, so I do not have that physical LAN port. But
Okay.
now, what is the laptop that you have?
Yes, sir. Shift 3.
It's HP, right?
No, yes, sir.
Acer, okay.
Yes, sir. Shift
So
3.
in Acer, you should have one Wi-Fi interface, plus you should have one port for where you can plug in the cable directly, correct?
No,
Now,
I don't have.
oh, you
The
don't have
ports.
the LAN port. You don't have the LAN port. You only have the Wi-Fi port, right?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So now,
Yeah.
if you go to your command prompt, just go to your command prompt. Do this. Do this for me now. Go to your command prompt.
Okay.
Type the command get Mac.
Get space Mac or get Mac?
Yes, without space Mac. Without space. GET-MAC.
Get Mac. Yeah.
How many Mac
Not
addresses are you
available.
able to
It's
see?
a media disk.
Media
1, 2, 3,
disconnected.
4. Yeah, 1,
How
2, 3,
many?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can see. 8.
Eight you can see, but everything it is showing is media disconnected, right?
Disconnected. Yeah.
Yeah, but one you will see it is connected and it will display the MAC address. Correct? So that is
A
because
device. I can see device TCP IP. But
yeah.
doesn't show any
Correct.
connected.
No, that is the one which is your MAC address actually. It'll not write
Okay.
connected, or it'll not show you
But I can
connected
see
at all.
two. It's TCP.
Yeah,
It is TCP.
one is your
I can see 3 here.
one is your physical card and another will be duplicate. Okay. Other
But
two will be
it's showing
duplicate.
3 here.
Yeah, sometimes it will show 3.
Okay, others will
Others will be virtual.
Okay, it's fine. Okay.
In my case, I'm getting only one.
Okay.
Okay, I'll show that to you. My Wireshark is loading. Once it loads successfully, I'll show that to you. So now I'm opening my Wireshark. So now you can see here, you have these many. I'm getting these many interfaces, right?
Okay.
So it is something called as P2P, AWDL, L1W0, UTUN0, UTUN1, loopback, Thunderbolt. But I don't have all these things. I'm only having only one. EN0 is only. That is the original. All the others are duplicate.
Okay.
All the others are used by different applications. Okay, so I might have different applications installed in my system. Each and every application will use a different network card. Okay, they will have a logical network interface. So these are the logical network interface that you have. Okay, so you can see here there is all the others it is showing straight line, but only here the graph is moving up and down, right?
Moving up, yeah.
This is nothing but the data.
Okay,
this is the average speed that I'm getting actually. Now, if I double click this, I'll be able to capture the packets. Okay, so what are these packets? Now, why it is scrolling continuously? See, continuously it is scrolling. So 2400, 2600, 2700, 2900.
Data is transferring.
Yeah, because data is transferring, because I'm connected over Zoom, right?
Yeah.
So data is transferring, that's why it is capturing everything.
Okay.
Right, and here, if you see, for example, I'll stop this. I'll stop this. I'll take one packet.
Okay.
one packet. Okay. Now,
Mhm.
here the packet says the source address is 192.168.1.103.
Okay.
So who is this? How do I find this? I'll go to my command prompt.
Mhm.
I'll say ifconfig. Ifconfig. So it is written as en0, right?
EN0, yeah.
You remember I captured that en0 only, right? En0.
Mhm.
You can see here.
Mhm.
What is the IP address? It is 192.168.1.103.
103. Yeah.
So 103 is my laptop. Okay, 103 is my laptop, and 193, 123, 139.65. We will
Mhm.
see who is this. What is the IP? It is
123, 139, 65.
193.139.65.
So it shows mine.
Was the validation check. Yeah. So this IP address is owned
Mhm.
by United States of America Ashburn Oracle Corporation.
Okay. Mhm.
This IP address is registered by Oracle Corporation.
Okay.
Okay, this is actually the mail delivery of Oracle Corporation.
Mhm.
See, it is giving you the contact details, everything.
Okay.
This IP address is owned by Oracle.com, right? Because
Mhm.
Zoom or application is hosted in Oracle Cloud.
Mhm. Okay. Okay.
That's why it is going via Oracle. Okay, that's why I'm getting this Oracle IP address over here.
Just now you told me you stopped at ENO. Where did you find that ENO?
Sorry, come again, come again.
In the earlier you told me some kind of ENO, your IP address.
EN0, that is the
EN0.
source. That is the
Okay.
source.
Okay. Mhm.
This is the destination.
Okay.
So what is source and destination? Source is my laptop. Zoom is my destination, right?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
From your side, source is your laptop and Zoom is your destination,
Destination. Okay.
right? So this
Okay.
source column is talking about my IP address and this
Okay.
destination talks about Zoom's IP address.
Okay. 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 I got it.
Okay. Now, if you here in the bottom, if you go to the second tab,
Mm-hmm.
if you go to the second tab, see here you're having something called as Apple,
Okay. Okay.
Apple CF, and then
Mm-hmm.
destination it is called as TP link. What is
Okay.
this TP link? TP link is my home router's name actually.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and this Apple is my source device.
Source. Okay.
Okay, now you can see here, see the MAC address. So my MAC address is 241B7A, right?
7A. Yeah.
So it is 241B7A CF AD76, correct?
Yeah.
So these both are same.
Yes. Yes. It is.
And this one is my home router's MAC address,
I got this.
the router that I'm having in
Okay.
home.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, I can connect to that also. I'll show you that as well. This is my home router.
Mm-hmm.
See the Mac.
Yeah.
So this home router, here I have the client, right?
Yeah.
So now how many devices are connected? I have one, my book is connected,
Mm-hmm.
my laptop is
Okay.
connected, and I have
Mm-hmm.
one more desktop which is on.
Okay.
Okay, other than this, I have one Amazon, this is my Fire TV,
Fire
that
TV.
Amazon
Okay.
stick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right now, if I switch on my tab, then one more connection will show.
Mm-hmm.
Right, this is my primary device. All these
Okay.
are secondary devices.
Okay.
Okay, so this one is showing an icon, right?
Yeah.
This is the primary device.
So you're like the host.
Yeah, now it is showing my tab also.
Okay.
See, now each and everything is displaying two details. If you see here, first it shows the MAC address, second it shows the IP
Okay.
address.
IP address.
First it shows the MAC address, second it shows the IP address.
IP address.
So kindly understand, kindly remember, for every network device that you have, you will be having two addresses.
Okay.
Okay, one is your physical address, one is your logical address.
Logical address.
Physical address is your MAC and logical address is your IP.
So we can change. We can manipulate everything.
Yes, yes.
The
So
logic. Okay.
physical address cannot be changed, but logical address can be changed.
Okay.
Okay, now see, for example, today morning, this is my third device that I powered on.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
That's why I have got 103.
Okay.
Okay, now if I go and power off my home router,
Mm-hmm.
immediately the IP address will change,
Okay.
but MAC address will never change.
Okay.
Okay, so IP address is like our name given to us, and MAC
Okay.
address is the gender that we have.
Okay.
Okay, where this MAC address is assigned, this MAC address is actually, it is sitting in your NIC card.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, for example, for a laptop, if you have 10 NIC cards, then you will be having 10 MAC addresses.
Okay.
You have 100 NIC cards, you will be having 100 MAC addresses.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, see, for example, now this is my server. This is my server, okay,
Okay.
the lab server. So this one will have a MAC address. Okay, this server machine is having 4 network interface cards.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. It has 4 cards.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, all these 4 cards, see, each and every MAC address is different. See here, there are 4
Okay.
cards, right?
Okay.
0 to 3,
Yeah.
there are 4 cards.
0 to 3.
Each and every MAC address is different. 82, 84, 86, 88, each and every MAC address is different. Okay, in this, which one is connected? Only the first one is connected.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All the other 3, I have not connected.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So, understood what exactly a MAC address is?
Yeah. I did.
Now, coming to OSI model story,
Mm-hmm.
first I had physical layer, correct?
Okay.
In physical layer, I learned about bits.
Bits.
Now my data moved up. My data moved up,
Mm-hmm.
and it was hitting data link layer, right? And you
Yeah.
have MAC. Now this MAC will get added to your bits.
Okay.
Now this is your data.
Okay.
So after MAC, there is something called as LLC.
Mm-hmm.
So what is LLC? LLC is nothing but logical link control. Logical link control.
Control.
What is that logical link control? So for example, you have A to B. Okay. this A device will create a logical link to the B device. This is nothing but a virtual channel. So that virtual channel is called your logical link control. Okay, that will also get added to your data.
Okay.
Now, your physical layer plus data link layer, that is your bits plus MAC plus LLC. This total, you call it as frames.
Okay.
Total, we will call it as frames.
Frames.
So the data link layer, the data unit is frames.
Okay.
In physical layer, what is the data unit? Bits.
Bits.
So what is the function of data link layer? Function of data link layer is to add up the MAC address and to add up the logical link control.
Okay.
What is the function of physical layer? It is to convert an analog to digital or digital to analog.
To analog.
Okay, that is what your physical layer is doing. Okay, so this is your layer 1 and layer 2.
Okay.
Okay, fine. So with this we will break today.
Okay.
And tomorrow we will discuss about network layer, transport layer, and other layers.
Yeah, sure.
And because when it is theoretical session, like more than 1 hour, it will be difficult.
Okay. Okay. No problem.
Right. So when
I have some few more questions. Okay.
Yeah, please go ahead. Like mostly what happens is like after 5 classes, first 5 classes, it will be theoretical. Right? So after 5 classes, like lab will start.
So in CCNA, most of the part would be the practical.
Lab, yeah, practical only.
Lab based.
Actually, around you can say like 75% it is practical only.
Okay. Okay.
First 25%.
So what is the main scope of CCNA? The root
main scope, if you ask me,
okay.
it is for network administrators.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So here, what we do is like we understand what is networking, right? Then we understand the working of Cisco devices into it. So we will be practicing. We will be seeing how to configure a switch, how to configure a router. Right. That is what we are going to learn in the case of CCNA.
So how to configure? Okay. I got it.
How to configure a router, how to configure a switch, how to configure a firewall. Okay, so there are many devices, Gautam. Like you have Cisco is one. There is something called as Juniper, Extreme, Huawei. There are many manufacturers.
Okay.
But what happens is Cisco is the pioneer. Cisco is number 1 here.
Okay.
And one more thing is, if you learn Cisco, you can learn Juniper, Huawei, Extreme by your own. It's not very difficult.
Okay.
Because it is only the CLI, right? See, now, for example, when we purchase a new mobile phone, right? How many days we will take to get used to it? We might take 2 or 3 days to get used to it, right?
Yes, yeah.
So once we are getting used to it, then we will know where the options are, and then we'll start using it.
Yeah.
Right? The concept is same. Only the pattern, slight change in the CLI.
It's like OS.
Correct. It is like different OS. Correct.
Different OS.
Different OS. Okay. So here actually, we want to learn about products.
Okay.
See, what I would recommend is, I would never recommend to stop with CCNA. Before 10 years or before 15 years, if you stop with CCNA, 100% you will land in a job.
Okay.
But now see the competition.
Yeah. Too heavy
competition
nowadays.
Competition is you cannot think about the competition at all.
Yeah.
So that is Indian mentality actually. Indians, what they will do now, if they see something new, everyone will go and fall into that.
Yes.
Recently, before 2 years, they said cloud, there are more openings.
Yeah.
Okay, now everyone, they don't even know what is IT, but they are learning cloud.
Yeah, this is a major problem. Yeah.
Correct. So it is like it is like they don't understand what is that, what is the use of that, but they simply they start learning with that. Right. So everyone
Out
will
of
say
100,
DevOps, DevOps, DevOps.
out of 100 people, maximum maybe 10 or 15 get job, remaining will be shifting to another departments. This is quite
Uh,
common everywhere.
correct. That's
Yeah,
what will
so,
happen. Like every time
yeah,
that happens actually. Now
yeah,
recently, like 3-4 months back, DevOps.
yeah.
Now DevOps is a hot term now. Right. Whatever Facebook ad I put, everyone are
Yeah.
calling us and they're asking, do you teach DevOps?
First thing, I think maybe whatever the technology is coming, actually, those are also the foreigners. In India, we don't
Correct.
use, we are much not advanced to that. I don't know why people learn even the Python. There's no use of Python
Yeah,
in India.
yeah.
Maybe
Correct. There is no
hardly maybe
hardly
10,
we use it.
20% of
Hardly
the
we
share
use it.
will be in the
Yes.
Indian market. Maybe they'll be holding only 20%, 15% something.
Yes,
So,
yes, yes, yes,
but
yes. You're right, actually. Like, when I
yeah,
started, doing this
mm,
website stuff and all,
uh-huh, uh-huh,
okay, like, what they used to do now, like, the digital marketing,
yeah,
that was one hard term which they had actually.
yeah. During those
Right.
periods, yeah,
And now digital marketing has become like, a thing where